show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the hill here today, Shohei Ohtani.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Fought off foul. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First punch out of the game for Ohtani, and we all know Shohei brings a lot of talent to the field on both sides of the ball, but that splitter is perhaps his biggest weapon on the mound. It's nasty when it's right. He gets a lot of swings and misses with that pitch.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Swings and misses, and that is strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And ball one to Judge. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That is third.
Here's Juan Soto. Ohtani, multi-time All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Judge, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 2 gone. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Late on that fastball.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Left-hand batter waits. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And the 1-0. And that one wrapped foul.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's one away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One out, bases empty. Out to short, Volpe. Fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
The pitch. High fly ball, right field. Soto makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing on the board for the Dodgers in the first. We're back on the show from Chavez Ravine in a few. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Ohtani back to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Ohtani in his 7th season, 29 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, that's that slurve right there. Break, so tough to get that barrel to.
And another ball. The 2-2 now. Swings and misses. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Alex Verdugo.
Pretty quickly, no messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now Anthony Volpe. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, so the smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
And take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Up the middle, Volpe. They get the out on Muncy. Now it's going to be James Outman. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. There's the strike.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Line drive. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Batting fifth. No left.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
Two outs, base is empty. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hard hit left side. Slings to first, and Hernandez is out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll move to the third. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Here's the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Ohtani back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swung on, belted. Hernandez drop step going back. And that one is out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Here comes an 0-2 to Judge.
1 ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first down. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him swinging. Two outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Race and misses. It's a strikeout. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in L.A. And now here's the veteran DH, Chris Taylor. There's a strike. Headed towards the corner. Soto going after it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Kike Hernandez.
The right field. Kike Hernandez.
And a foul ball. Rodon ready. Here comes. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. In the air, left field. Verdugo makes the grab, and that quickly 2 away. And now it's Gavin Lux.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one off the bad part of the bat and just a lazy fly ball. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Anthony Rizzo. With the right-hander back to work. And there's a foul ball. And he'll 1. And it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, in time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Here is Gleyber Torres. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. On the ground. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. And the right-hander deals. Swinging for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one. Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That's out to center field. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's Mookie Betts. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, you always have to be careful in these spots because Mookie is lethal in the leadoff spot. He has the most multi-home run games out of the leadoff spot in baseball history.
And Betts is gone.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work right. Another ground ball. Great execution.
Freeman swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Here comes a pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, 22 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2019. Bats up with it. Sends it across the first. 1 up, 1 down.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Wells now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Pulls that one foul. One down, base is empty. Swung on, popped up left side. Betts hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's DJ LeMahieu. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Max Muncy. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit
it. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. And a base hit up the middle. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Now, once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Hard ground ball, base down. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Chris Taylor down. That's in there. That's strike 1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Muncy, the runner at third. On second. Hernandez at first with no outs. Out of here! Grand slam! That one's gotta feel good. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Hernandez. Ball 1 there.
Well, you know it's tough to bounce back on the mound after giving up a granny, especially when you still have 3 outs to get. Somehow he's got to shake it off. He's got to just hit the reset button and try to get 1 batter at a time, 1 out at a time.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
The other way. And there's a hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Betts, the next to hit, takes outside.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about it.
Close up high.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
And the infield fly rule call.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Freeman.
Fly ball down the line. Verdugo ranging after it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And a rope into center field, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Part of the order coming through now.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's 6-1.
Picks himself up at RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Muncy in the box again. Takes a strike. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of